Hello, my friends. Welcome to another yoga class with your host, Emily. So today I have for you a flow and recharge. So the first half of class is going to be a power flow. We will move quickly, we will work up a sweat and get our heart rate up. And then the second half of class, we will slow everything down and stretch it all out. So you're gonna love it. All right, you don't need any equipment today. Just yourself, maybe a mat. And then when you are ready, meet me at the top of the mat. Okay, so we'll start with the feet about hip distance apart, and then just loop your shoulders up, back, and down. Let your arms hang down by your side. Take a big breath in, and let it go. Let's do that one more time. Big breath in. Sigh it out. And then let's get moving. So inhale, sweep the arms up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Slight bend in the knees, let the belly come down to rest on the thighs, drop the head. Then inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold back down. Then inhale, press down through the feet. Inhale, rise all the way back up to that extended mountain pose. Reach the arms up. And then exhale, once again, forward fold. Right back down over the legs. Inhale, flat back. Bend the knees enough, hands can plant down. Step the feet back to plank, and we'll stay here for a moment. So keep the hips nice and lifted. The belly button is drawing in towards the spine, so we're engaging the core quite a bit. Lengthen the tailbone down towards your heels. Okay, stay here. Right, start to feel lots of warmth in your shoulders, your core, your quads. And then rock a little forward and backwards on the toes. Okay, rock all the way forward on your toes so your shoulders come out over your fingertips. Lower halfway down, chaturanga. Then inhale, upward facing dog. Coming to the tops of the feet, roll the shoulders back, press the heart forward. And then downward facing dog, send the hips up and back. All right, this first round through, we're going a little bit slower, but then we are going to pick up the pace. So while we're here, let's pedal out the legs, bending one knee then the other, maybe swaying the hips a bit side to side. And then bend your knees, look in between your hands, maybe take 2 or 3 giant steps to the top of the mat. Fold over the legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, rise up, extended mountain pose. Use your exhale, fold right back down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, high to low push-up. So, plank pose, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Breath out. Then bend the knees, look in between the hands. Step or hop up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink the hips down, sweep the arms up. So I like to bring my big toes to touch and leave, I don't know, maybe an inch or so in between my heels. But then hug your belly button and engage the core. Sink the hips a little bit lower. All right, gaze up in between the hands. Feel the legs shake. Take a big breath in. Breath out, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Step or hop back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward in between your hands. Warrior one. So bring that left heel down to the ground. Foot at about a 90 or a 45 degree angle, and then rise up. Bend into that right knee quite a bit. We're here just for a moment. So pull your shoulders towards each other on your back. Lift the heart up. Add a little bit of a back bend. Gaze up. Take a big breath in. And then breath out. Chaturanga. Step that right foot back. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one. Drop that right heel down. And then inhale to rise up. Exhale, sink lower into the pose. Stay here. Really press the outer edge of that right foot into the mat. Strong back leg. And then lift the heart up, gaze up. Big breath in and breath out. Hands come down, step the left foot back, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look in between the hands, step or hop the feet up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Once again, inhale, Utkatasana chair pose. Sweep the arms up, sink the hips down. We're only here briefly. We're going to move a little faster. Take a big breath in, and then breath out, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step or hop back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. Inhale, rise up. This time a little different. Exhale, send the hands forward in front of that right foot, and then step up onto the right foot, supported warrior three. So if you have blocks and you want to use them under your hands, no problem. But think about squaring off through the hips so that left hip is squared off with the right. Point the left toes down so we flex that foot, and then reach out through the crown of your head. Really long spine. Stay here. Then take a big breath in, breath out. Plant the hands around that right foot. Step the left foot back, step the right foot back. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward, warrior one. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, supported warrior three. Hands come down, lift the right leg back behind you. Square off the hips, flex the right foot, and then lengthen from that right heel all the way out through the crown of your head. Left knee can always be bent, no problem. Just find all that length, and then feel that big stretch and all of the work for that left leg. Take one more big breath in, breath out. Plant the hands around that left foot, step the right foot back, left foot back, chaturanga to downward facing dog. Moving with your breath. Then take a big breath in, let it go. Bend the knees, look in between the hands, step or hop up. Flat back, fold down. Utkatasana chair pose. Take one breath in, look up. And then breath out, fold down. Flat back, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. You know where we're going. Right foot forward, warrior one. Inhale, rise. This time, warrior three. Sweep the arms back by your side. Lift that left leg back behind you. Roll your shoulders back. Think cobra or upward facing dog with the upper body. Left hip is squared off towards the ground. Okay, hold it a little longer, right? Feel that right leg work very, very hard. Then take a big breath in, breath out. Hands come down, step the left foot back, the right foot back. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one, inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior three, with the arms back by your side. So right leg comes back behind you. Roll the shoulders back and then hug your belly button towards your spine. Whew, maybe fall out, that's okay. Right, make the core work here. Don't just rely on your standing leg. Okay, one more. Breath in and then breath out. Step it back. Make your way back to that downward facing dog, however you want to get there. And then take a big breath in and let it go. Okay, we're just gonna add on. So bend the knees, look in between the hands, step or hop the feet up. Flat back, forward fold. Utkatasana chair pose. One big breath in and then breath out, fold. Flat back, chaturanga, up dog. Down dog. Step the right foot forward. Warrior one. Okay, a little different, a little bit of an add-on. Bring the hands down in front of that right foot, and then maybe even step that right foot back a little bit. So we're adding on handstand hops. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna plant the hands so you can take that right foot back as far as you need, and you can bend that right knee as much as you need, okay? So all we're gonna do is plant the hands, bring our shoulders out over our wrists, hop off of the right foot, land on the left foot, right? So bend the right knee, hop off of the right, land on the left. Okay, let's do that again. Bend the left knee, hop off of the left, land on the right. Let's do it a few more times, right? Get a little cardio in. So just keep hopping. The legs don't have to go that high. And in fact, if you have a handstand practice, don't get stuck in your handstand. Let the heart rate go up. Let this be cardio. Okay, so the next time that you land on your right foot, stay there. Bend the right knee, let the left toes come down. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Okay, and then bring the hands down. Chaturanga to downward facing dog. Take your time to get there, and then we'll just spend a breath or two here. So if you were faster than me or slower than me, that is okay. We've got time to meet up, and then we'll inhale, step the left foot forward, warrior one on this side. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands come forward. So it's like we're stepping up into that supported warrior three, but then we're gonna change things up. So we might step that left foot back a little bit, plant the hands, shift the shoulders over top of the wrists, and then bend the left knee, hop off of the left, land on the right. Let's do that a few more times. Hop, switch, hop, switch, hop, switch. Two more times. So you want to land on your left foot and then bend the left knee, touch the right toes back behind you. Inhale, sweep the arms up, crescent lunge. Whew. And then hands come down, chaturanga to downward facing dog. Whew, okay. So take a bit of a breather. If you are breathing heavy, you're not alone, me too. I'm sure you can hear it. Okay, take a big breath in. Open your mouth, sigh it out. All right, we're gonna go through one more time. So bend the knees, look in between your hands, step or hop the feet up. Flat back, fold down. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold down. Flat back, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands come down. Step that right foot back. Do just 2 handstand hops so that we land on the right leg and come to that crescent lunge. So hop, switch, crescent lunge. Right foot forward, rise up. Exhale, chaturanga to downward facing dog. Okay, right into that left side, left foot forward. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, hands come forward. Step that left foot back. 2 handstand hops. And then crescent lunge with the left leg forward. Rise up, take a big breath in, and then breath out. Hands down, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Big breath in, let it go. Bend your knees, look in between your hands, step or hop up, and forward fold. Okay, take a moment to catch your breath perhaps, or fidget and readjust. But drop the head, let it get really heavy, sway side to side. And then step your left foot back to the back of the mat, but then just pivot so that all of your toes point towards the long edge of your mat. So you're just coming to a wide-legged forward fold. So readjust the feet. Your feet are parallel, all 10 toes pointing in the same direction, and then fold over the legs. Drop the head. Shake out the head. And then give a little side lunge. So bend into the left knee, shifting the hips over, and then bend into the right knee. So move side to side a few times. And then come back through center. Just let the head drop, fold down, and then shift some of the weight into the toes so that you're just not sinking all of your weight into your heels. That doesn't mean your heels have to lift up off of the ground. Then inhale, flat back. Heel toe your feet in quite a bit closer so we can sink down into our Malasana squat. So heels in, toes out. Everybody's hips are different, so everybody's squat will probably look a little bit different, but we'll just bend the knees, sink the hips down, and then readjust as necessary. Okay, so we're only here for a moment. Bring your hands together into prayer, and then press your elbows into your thighs. Lift your heart towards your thumbs. Grow a little bit taller. And then bring your hands down and just shift a little bit side to side. So you can move from one foot to the other. And really this is just free movement, so whatever feels good. It doesn't have to be exactly what I'm doing. And then we'll just find a seat. So you could kind of plop down or get there however you want. Cobbler's pose, soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Bring your hands onto your shins, and then inhale, sit up tall, roll the shoulders back and down. Fold over the legs. We will be here for a little while, so if you do have a block handy or a pillow, you could always certainly kind of prop yourself up with that. Rest your head down. And just notice where your body is holding on, right? Your muscles are tense and working to what they think protect you, right? So see if you can use your breath to relax. And take one more big breath in, breath out, and then rise back up. We'll extend the right foot out long and bring the left foot onto the ground, the sole of the foot onto the ground. So that left foot is either inside the right leg or it can come to the outside of the right leg. It can cross over. Then from here, bring your left fingertips behind you, and you've got one of maybe two options. You can either just take that right arm and hook it around that left knee and hug it in, right? Sit up tall, twist, or you can inhale, reach that right arm up, and then exhale, bring the elbow, the right elbow to outside of that left knee. If you're going this route, then press the elbow down into the thigh to lift up tall through the crown of the head, and then twist a little bit deeper. And take one more big breath in. Breath out, unravel. Bring that left foot to inside the right thigh. Let the knee fall out to the side. And then we'll start with actually taking our torso and turning our heart so that it faces the bent left knee. Bring the right hand somewhere, maybe inside that right leg. I like to rest my elbow down on my forearm down on my thigh. And then I'm going to take my left hand, I'm going to open up my rib cage to the side. So open up into a big twist. Then reach that left arm up, take a big breath in. Breath out, reach over towards the right toes. They will probably not touch, that's okay. There's probably a huge gap there, no problem. And then just keep your nice long breaths in and out. And take one more big breath in. Let it go. Then inhale, rise back up to a seat. Turn your heart so it faces the extended right big toe. And then lift up tall. Take a big breath in. And breath out, fold down over that right leg. Drop the head. Relax the jaw. Relax your eyebrows. And just start to notice if your brain is taking you somewhere else, right? If your mind has wandered off, right? It's easy when we're moving fast and we're breathing and we're working hard to stay present to the moment, but it is a little bit harder when we slow down and we are in stillness and in quiet. Stay in your fold, but inhale and lengthen the spine. Reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, maybe fold a little bit deeper if that feels good. And then rise up. And switch sides. So extend the left leg out long. Bring the right foot in. The sole of the foot either stamps on the ground or it comes over across the leg for our twist. Then sit up tall. Bring the right hand behind you. One of two options. You're either taking that left arm and you're hooking it around the right knee for your twist, or you're going to inhale, reach that left arm up. Exhale, bring it to the outside of the right knee. Then press down to lift up and then twist deeper. One more big breath in. And then out. So come back through center. Bring that right foot inside the left thigh. And then turn your heart to face the bent right knee. So open up to the side. Bring that left hand somewhere inside the left leg. Maybe the forearm comes down for support. And then take your right hand to your rib cage. Roll it open. Reach the right arm up. And then reach it towards the left toes. Keep rolling that right shoulder open. Gaze up perhaps. Keep on breathing. One more big breath into that side body. Full breath out. Then rise up. Turn your heart to face the extended leg. And then big breath in. Breath out, fold. Drop the head down. And that knee, right, that left knee can always be slightly bent. In yoga, oftentimes we think that the point is to straighten the legs and touch the ground in a big stretch, right? Bring your forehead down to your knee. And really that's not the point. The point is to find space in the body. And so forcing some stretch or being uncomfortable and unable to breathe is not going to help us find space in the body. Right? It's just going to constrict our breath, create stress in the body, and make us maybe not enjoy yoga so much. And then what's the point, right? So take a big breath in, breath out, then stay in the fold. But inhale, see if you can lengthen the spine. So roll the shoulders back, reach the crown of the head forward. And then exhale, maybe you can fold a little bit deeper. And then slowly rise all the way back up to your seat. And just make your way onto your back. So take your time to get there. And then when you do, just land for a moment. So it doesn't matter how. Legs could be straight or they could be knees bent. It doesn't matter. Just land and let the body settle and just kind of notice the settling. Notice the feelings and sensations that come up. And then hug both of the knees into the chest. Supine twist to the right. So let both of the knees fall to the right. So that could mean that you have to shift the hips over to the left a little bit so that you're more on the right hip. But then just let the knees fall to the right. Open your arms out nice and wide. If it feels okay on the neck, look over your left shoulder. And just start to notice where in your body you're still holding on, where you're still active, when you could be passive, right? So let the muscles relax. If it feels hard to relax because you feel some sort of, pinching or discomfort, then back off a little bit. Come back through center, readjust, or even support your knees, right, with a pillow. So you could always use a pillow or a blanket to help find the pose a little bit more accessible. Slowly come back through center and just shift over to the other side. So supine twist to the left. So maybe that means you shift your hips to the right so you can roll onto that left hip and then let both of your knees fall to the left. Arms open wide. If it feels okay on the neck, look over the right shoulder. Slowly come back through center, moving nice and slow. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall out wide. So you make a nice big diamond shaped with your legs. And then arms can either stay splaying out to the side, or maybe you bring your hands to your belly or your rib cage. But let the elbows relax down by your side. And then slowly, in your own way, in your own time, Shavasana, extending the legs out long and arms by your side. But really take your time to get there. Add any other stretches or moves along the way that feel good. And when you do get to your Shavasana, really allow yourself to melt. Feel free to stay here as long as you would like. Take a little power nap. But this is where I leave you. So thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you next time. Namaste.